This year, my goal is to romanticize winter. Where I live, it gets dark before 4 p.m. and winter feels like it lasts from like November to March. So it's really easy to fall into a seasonal like slump. Now, I have to make a disclaimer that SAD is a very real thing. So I'm not talking about like anything that you should be going to your doctor for. It's Jade from Polymath Library, and today I'm sharing my 6 steps that I take to kind of freshen up my space and to get out of that wintertime slump and make room for the warm, cozy, awe-inspiring wonder that wintertime can bring, the magic of it. Now it's time to cue the cackle of a fire and some like holiday music playing in the background. That's like the vibe I'm going for right now. Winter can feel like pure magic, especially when it's snowing, or there's decorations around and people are giving gifts that they've made or baking things, gathering together. It can feel like magic. Just looking out the window on a cold day and being warm inside with a blanket and a hot drink. That's magic. That feels like that's one of the best feelings. And as a new mom, I want to focus on this winter magic for my toddler. I want to like fold the magic and the wonder into our lives every day for this little pure soul, you know? Like I can see how much she already loves Christmas, and because of that, she's inspired me to add as much sparkle into our lives as possible. And you know, it's like this realization that it starts with me. I have to set the tone for that. Okay, quick book recommendation is The House Witch. So if you naturally find yourself feeling that like everyday objects and activities are sacred and full of meaning, from like holding something that's like made of wood or really well made, writing things down, or if you like to cook, stirring things or using a mortar and pestle and grinding fresh spices. As I said before, just like being wrapped in a blanket with a warm drink, then this book might be something you're into. Hearthcraft might be something you're interested in. It should be noted that I haven't actually finished the book yet, but I like what I've read so far. Oh, I wanted to jump like right into a guide, like a really detailed guide of how to plan the things you want to do in 2024, but I realized that I'm not even in that space right now. Like that's not something that I'm able to do in this moment. So how can I give tips on that if I haven't even done it this year yet? There was like a crucial step missing before that, and it's that I felt really overwhelmed. I feel like this is the perfect video to make today because it's actually winter solstice. Happy winter solstice, the 22nd of December. The darkness of winter can be the perfect time to reflect, to nourish yourself, like every part, mind, body, spirit, and even like dream about what you want in the future. Make room for new things. And disclaimer, I would love like everything on this channel to look aesthetic and vibey and cozy. But as you can see, I still have like, maybe you can't tell, this is like, I would love to have a much better backdrop. In the videos you'll see of me doing stuff, I would love to have like, you know, perfect apartment where every corner looks just like cinematographic, however you say that. But that's not the case for me right now, and I think that's not the case for a lot of people. Even like creators, they strategically pick angles that look the best, or they're just blessed with a perfect apartment. So I wanted to be like as honest as I can on this channel, so I'm just coming where I am, because a lot of times I stop myself from making something because I'm like, oh, it's not going to be perfect. Who cares? It's never going to be perfect, so we just have to meet ourselves where we are and go with it. You know those like TikToks of like, I want to see a normal apartment. So instead, we have this video about how to clean your space, cleanse your space, and free up that like tension or anxiety or just uncomfortable tension of not being able to relax in your own space in order to get to that place of being able to relax and to dream and to plan. So in the spirit of winter solstice, where everything is dark and dormant and perhaps dying outside. Yeah, you can think of it as like a death or a transition from where you are to where you're going, and like getting rid of all the things that don't serve us anymore, making room for the new. And it's a new year. This is also like kind of like, yes, it's a calendar new year. Seasonally, it's not the end of the year yet. I would say the end of winter is like the end of the natural year, and spring is the beginning. Yeah, we get two fresh starts, I guess, in January and then again in spring. So if you're like me at all, you're busy, things easily get cluttered. You know, I'm a working mom, so by the end of the day, like when I have some free time, I just want to relax. I just want to, like, you know, binge my reality TV or play a game or read or just scroll TikTok, watch a YouTube video. I have the extra time, I just want to relax. And then, you know, weekends are so busy, and then just things get cluttered. And then, you know, you sit down to relax, and in the back of your mind, you're like, oh my gosh, like there's so much going on around me. How can I relax when this pile of papers is here, or my desk is a mess? Slowly, subconsciously, I start to feel overwhelmed from my own environment, and then there's no relaxing from there. That's exactly how I felt today. And I found myself naturally going through these steps, and so I was like, oh, I want to share this because sometimes it's hard to break those processes down. It's so much easier to follow a list. I make so many lists for myself, like breaking down the steps of whatever I'm doing, and it makes it so much easier to just like do it and see like, okay, I'm halfway done, or okay, it's not as a big deal as I thought, or oh my gosh, this is going to take longer. Let's do half today, half tomorrow, kind of thing. That's like, yeah, how my brain naturally works. So I thought I would share that in case someone else could benefit from it. These are my 6 go-to steps when I need a refresh of my space. Okay, so step number 1, make a list. I get overwhelmed so easily by the things I have to do, the things I want to do. And then sometimes I just find myself in an analysis paralysis, and I just don't do anything. And then, you know, I'm like, oh my, I had so much time. Why didn't I do anything? So today I decided that my priorities were laundry and cleaning my desk. That was what I wanted to do. And in the back of my mind, I knew there was so many other things that I wanted to do, and I felt myself getting a little bit overwhelmed about that. So I was like, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to make another list. You can see me writing it there, and I'll show you here. Pick an item, cleaning list, and to do. So then I just wrote the 3 things I could think of, which was organizing my like art supply drawer, organizing or getting rid of magazines I don't want anymore, and listing my books online to sell. And then this is like sticky. I just literally put it on the wall in front of me. So just doing that, my brain was like, whew, okay. Actually, and I got distracted. There's more things I want to do, but even just writing those things down helps me. So I specifically named it pick an item because it's not stuff I'm going to do today. I'm not going to do all that stuff in one day, but it's like, you know, if I feel myself wanting to clean something, organize something, then I will have that list and I can just do that. Then the second step is start with one task. For example, like let's use cleaning my desk as an example. So maybe I had an old like water bottle there. I had a dish or 2. Maybe some things that like didn't used to be trash but now can be thrown away. Or if you're cleaning your room, something, I start with the things you can just like take out, maybe stuff you can donate. Doesn't matter, just start with one thing first. You can even make like a list in a list. So if clean desk, clean room, whatever was on your list of things to do, then you can make like a sub list for clean desk, like clear away cups, throw away trash, put things back in their containers, you know, this kind of thing. The third step, yeah, set a timer for 5 minutes, 30 minutes, however long you think. If you want to just do like, maybe your desk is in your room. So first you want to focus on bed area, desk area, and then kitchen, you know, you could set 20-minute timer for each thing. Just, yeah, set a timer because it's like, easy to think like, oh, this is going to take me forever. And if you set the timer, you know it's not going to take you forever because you set a 20-minute timer. And after that 20 minutes, you can grab a drink, have a snack, sit down, look at your phone, these kind of things. Okay. Then move on to the next thing. Step 4. So this is after you've done all the things. Things are like getting more clean. Maybe you're not all the way finished, but you're getting there. It's time for step 4, which is freshen the air. You can do this in like many different ways. You like candles, light a candle, maybe you like incense. Maybe you don't want to burn anything, so maybe you have like a room spray, or even just opening the window, all of those things, or just something that's like, freshen the air, change the air a little bit. Maybe play some music, something to just literally change the atmosphere around you, change the air. Because I feel like this just helps like lift your mood, makes things feel fresh and new. Move on to step number 5, which is move things around. Small changes to the items that are in your space can make such a big difference. Like you don't need to just go and rearrange all your furniture in your living room or something. You can do that. That also feels really nice. That's maybe more of like a full day project. Even just moving like a vase from here to there, or on your desk, moving stuff around. I'll show you what I actually did today is I moved this like box that had all my like art stuff and pens and just random stuff. I just moved it literally from not even that far, just from facing towards me to being next to me on my desk. Just repositioning items can lift even more of that just like stale energy tension. None of this is scientific, okay? This is just things that help me feel better. And okay, the last step 6. So you've done everything on your list, or most of the things on your list. That's also another like you don't need to do everything that was on your list. That's freeing also, like not going to do that. So once you are happy with the state of things around you, it's time to enjoy it. Sit in your space, wherever you are just cleaning. Take a deep breath. You can sit on the floor, sit on a couch, sit on your bed, sit on a chair, lay down on the floor. I don't know. And just like relax. And usually after I do this, I feel lighter. I feel like inspired. I feel creative. I feel like I have the energy to like accomplish something creative. And finally, my mind is like at ease, because I feel like our surroundings like affect so much. And I don't want this video to like make you more anxious or overwhelmed if you're like, well, all the rooms in my house or apartment or everywhere, it's like messy. Like I get that. That's exactly why this is like a mini step, 6 steps that you can just do like in one small space. Maybe it's just literally like one cabinet, like one little area, and then just like repeat it, the next weekend or the next time you have some time. Thank you for joining me in this kind of like grounding activity. I hope it helped to break things down and inspire you to do the same the next time you're feeling overwhelmed and like you can't relax. Happy winter solstice, and I will see you next time. Okay, thank you. Bye.